front of the Mac. Get up what it is, what it does, what it is, what it isn't. Looking for a better way to get up out of bed instead of getting on the internet and checking a new hit. Me get up, first shot, come strut walking. A little bit of humble, a little bit of cautious. Somewhere between like Rocky and Cosby's for the game. Nope, y'all can't copy yet. Glad moonwalking, and this here is our party. My posse's been on Broadway, and we did it all.
From the automotive capital of the world, we get a look at a venue that pays homage to that industry. Welcome to Ford Field here in Detroit, Michigan. Up next, it's our main event between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Detroit Lions. Set to go is the kicker, Harrison Butker. And we're off and running from Ford Field. Here's Greg Dortch with the return. Finds some space, he's past the 30. And a great run back has the offense just a touch shy of midfield to start this drive.
Special teams always play an important role in ball games, and it does right here from the jump. That's going to give the offense... for this opening drive.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. First game on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. He's caught just as he crossed the line of scrimmage. Might have picked up a yard. It's going to be 2nd down. Well, you've taught me, Brock. Sometimes it works, and sometimes, like there, almost nothing from them as they just run it right into the teeth of that blitz.
Yeah, the thing, too, about that success is get ready to see more blitzes. D coordinators love to dial it up.
Off to pass now on 2nd down. This one's misplayed and falls to the ground. Incomplete, and now it's 3rd down. He had him, Brock. Throw was on target. Gotta help your guy out early in the game, right?
Yeah, it's not on the quarterback. I think we can all see that that was a catchable ball. But I've got a feeling he'll volunteer to take some of the blame anyway. That's just the way he's wired.
Throw here, 3rd down. Escapes the pocket. Downfield is fine, safe ground. Big chunk picked up on that play. Over 20, and he gets him the first.
You just love that kind of execution because it's able to make an impact, Kate, beyond simply getting the first down. And that yardage really sets them up now to be aggressive with a new set of downs.
That's complete to Sam Laporta. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And the Lions have a first down.
Tight ends will eat up every one of those opportunities to show and prove they could be chain movers as well. Even as they get more and more recognition in this league, they're still constantly working to prove that they're playmakers too.
On first down, it's Gibbs. And they start quickly here to begin this game. Touchdown, Lions. Jahmyr Gibbs, a 15-yard score. Now it's Jake Bates for the extra point. This one splits the uprights. It is good. And they jump out to a 7-0 lead. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. It's Brashard Smith now with the return. And in the end, only able to get this up to his 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard
line. All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought for that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
When one defender failed, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's second and 10. To the air, Mahomes. He'll get it to Richie Rice, complete. And a good gain here. 11 yards, it looks like. That's going to pick up a first. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
And he has enough room to gain about 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's second and 6. Mahomes. This one's to Rice out on the right side. And he's going to be dropped quickly after making that catch. Gain limited to a couple.
It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's third down.
Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4. Looking to throw Mahomes. Here comes the pressure, and they take him down. Got him at the 31. Hutchinson. And that's going to bring up 4th and 15. Kansas City sends out its punt team. It's fielded at the 14. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up past their own 30.
First and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
First down now, ball at the 33. Now put one of the tight ends in motion. I'll start on the ground with Gibbs. Well, this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. That right there, exactly the type of havoc that a well-designed blitz can cause, Brock. Everyone's so busy picking up their rushers. That D tackle cleaned up.
Sure did. He gets his one-on-one. He shocks him with those heavy hands, knocks off that blocker, and knocks down that runner.
A second down throw from Gall. Met at the catch point, and it's incomplete. A couple of defenders nearby. One of them makes the hit to break up that catch. Third down upcoming.
Quarterback with his renounce, Kate, I'm not surprised at all to see him throw it in the double coverage early. And that incompletion, well, it's just going to fuel his confidence that much more to keep forcing it.
76, tell him. 76.
Third and long for him here. Downfield, and Tislau has it. He lands this down at the 34. It's a huge gain for the Lions. 35 yards.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Now gone. And they're on him right near the catch point as he gets this to the 24-yard line. And that is the end of our first quarter. 7-0 is our score. We're back to Ford Field right after this.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches at the Chiefs' 24-yard line.
Back and beginning the second quarter. Lions in possession. They'll have second down as they look to continue this good drive. From the pistol, it's Gibbs. And forward progress stops. Play winds up going for about 6. That's good for the first down. Sure seems like running at a blitzing defense shouldn't work out too often, Brock, but right there it did nicely for him.
Yeah, football's kind of a funny game, Kate, because it can be super complex. Yeah. You get into a lot of language and a lot of detail, and then other times, like, just run away from it.
He's in trouble, not going to get away. They drop him at the 29. And it's going to be a long way to go now for these guys on second down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go, and let that pass rush get home.
In a real troublesome spot here, Brock. That sack has him set up second down and 21. Goff working from the pistol. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, third down coming up.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense again.
Off play, and he's going to be brought down back to the 34-yard line. And it's Chris Jones. And that's going to force fourth down quite a ways to go. Jake Bates out for the Lions field goal try. It'll be 51 yards from the left hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And their special teams converts to get them something out of that possession. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Xavier Worthy now on the return. This manages to get just beyond that 30-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
We've set it downs for him from the 31. Pistol now for Mahomes. Connects on the crosser. This is going to be good for a new set of downs. In the end, about 16 yards on that play. And that right there is about the best you can hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and two guys can't stop one.
Walker on first down. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. First down play, that's in 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
Nothing too fancy there. That is just some good physical football from a back who knows how to read his blocks, Kate, keep himself square, and go get those tough yards.
On 2nd down, Mahomes. Out left, Worthy makes the grab. And he's going to be dropped quickly after making that catch. Being limited to a couple.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
To the line, here's 3rd and 3. Now it's Mahomes. He's got his man. This is Walker. Brought down after a gain of about 5. That gives them a first down.
We call third downs money downs for a reason, Kate, because it takes everybody offensively to cash in. Excellent protection. Set the table for the QB to get the completion and the yards necessary.
Here's Mahomes now. Hauled in by Worthy, right side. And he is stopped with authority there, but that stop came later than they'd like as he gets a good bit and that first down. Walker now from the gun. So call it a half dozen on that run, Brock. It's 2nd down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Here's Mahomes. Catch made. And there it is. Touchdown, Kansas City. Richie5star capping a 7-play scoring drive. Now Harrison Butker for the point after. And it's a miss. The kick is no good, so this game stays at a 4-point differential. Well, probably still thinking about that missed extra point, partner, but he's got to move past it quick as he gets forward to send this one away. Returning it from the 4. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
New set of downs for him from the 31. Goff setting the throw. Finds a seam down the middle. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. They get the big play just before half. 31 yards. Down inside the 40 now with a first down following that last play. Goff to the air now. Catch made left side by Laporta. And he's going to be dropped quickly after making that catch. Gain limited to a couple.
Second and 8 at the 36-yard line.
Goff on second down. And he gets it away, but nowhere close to that target. Incomplete. Quick thinking just to get rid of it there, Brock, but no chance. It's third down.
It just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, well, they just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
They'll air it out on third. That's complete to St. Brown outright. Defense gets to him, shells him out. Gain of about 16 before they did so. And that's going to give the Lions the first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Working inside the red zone. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Noel Williams. And the Chiefs might be able to get some points late after the interception.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 37-yard line.
The Chiefs bring on Harrison Butker for the field goal. From the left hash, 54 yards out.
54-yard attempt.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Worthy now to return it. He stopped on the run back at the 27.
Worthy on the return. The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. The third quarter is going to start with a run by Walker. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. And lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Mahomes throwing here on second. Into the hands of his running back, Walker. And give him a fresh set of downs. That play goes for 10.
You just got to love that angle, right? It's been around a long time, but think about it defensively, Kate. How many times do you see the backs out of the backfield or just run to the flat? The great running backs know how to plant their foot, sell that flat route, break it off to an angle, and break off the first down.
He's charged towards the line. It's right around 3 yards.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Jack Campbell at the INT.
Mahomes pass intercepted. The Lions
First and 10 from the 32.
At their own 32-yard line.
Drive begins with Gibbs. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Need a better result than that last run. It's second and 8. Here's Goff. To the right, he's got to Slot. Big play before they get to him. That one's going to pick up about 23. It is first down Detroit.
It's a gain of 23 yards. And the Lions first down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now it's the first carry for Isaiah Pacheco. And he falls on it. So they're going to keep possession and the chance to add to their lead. Well, he got his own miscue back, so no harm, no foul, but they're still not happy seeing him putting that football on the ground.
It's not like he just dropped it, though. Took a pretty nice hit to jar it free, but what do they teach you? When you got a nice game, what do you got to do?
Ball security, Brock, is job security.
Put that on a T-shirt.
Now a pitch to Gibbs. And give him the first down. Winds up with about 6 on that play before he stopped.
That's what I call a healthy return on investment. You run the toss play, looking for positive yards, looking to move the sticks. I'm looking for that to be called again.
Goff tosses that quickly out wide. Toward the pylon, and he is in. Touchdown, Detroit. Amon-Ra St. Brown from 28 yards out. Bates now for the point after. And the extra point is no good. So potentially a key tally kept off the scoreboard, Brock. Going to see how and if this comes into play later in the second half. So after the missed extra point, he is still out there, and he's going to put it back in play. Worthy now to return it. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. To the air, Mahomes. Ooh, puts some air under this one, right side. Tries to lob that one up, and it's intercepted. And the Lions will have the football at the 35.
Mahomes pass intercepted. The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. First and 10. Throwing is gone. That's caught. Here comes Jahmyr Gibbs. And he's going to be hit almost immediately after making the catch. So this is going to be about a 6-yard pickup.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how. I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
Coming off a 6-yard completion. Here's 2nd and 4.
14.
Goff off the play action. Looking to his running back, incomplete. That play's going to bring up 3rd down.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Ric Flair. 76, help. 76.
Now Goff. Pass is brought in by Laporta. Looking there for the stop, and getting about 9 on the play. And that's going to be a Lions first down. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. It almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
This has been a trend, yet another interception. L'Jarius Sneed with the INT. And he's going to take this one back. It's a pick 6 and a KC touchdown.
Touchdown, Chiefs.
Butker to try the point after. And this one, thankfully, not off the mark because this one is up and through.
The game at 16.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. Starting from the 5. He stopped on the run back at the 27.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. In off to Gibbs from the gun. He starts out this drive with a nice gain of 8. Second down. Offense up to the line fast.
35-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2.
Hey, 5.
Off to pass now on second down. Complete left side. It's just long. And the stop is made. First down coming up. It's a gain of 11. After 3 quarters, we're still neck and neck. Neither side has been able to fully separate. This game is tied 16 aside as we get set for our final quarter. First and 10 now from the 46. A give left side for Gibbs. Down the sideline inside the 40. There's the hit. And finally putting an end to that one. Out of bounds after a gain of about 26. And that's going to give the Lions the first down.
Best run games in this league at balance. Can run it inside, and as they just showed right there, doing damage on the outside.
They'll come up on first and 10. Again, it's Gibbs. Another big rip for him. And he's finally taken down to the 7-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with first and goal.
That's another Detroit Lions first down. First and goal at the 7-yard line.
They go play action with Goff. Headed out right. That one's incomplete in the end zone. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the intended receiver. So now it'll be second and goal.
There's a lot of studies done every offseason, Kate, about the best red zone offenses. And typically, it's about creative quarterbacks, doing just what he tried to do right there in extending the play out of the pocket. The problem is there was just nowhere for him to go with the ball.
Straight ahead with Gibbs. And he will get this to the end zone for a Detroit touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs brought one back earlier and now takes one across. Bates sacks on the extra point. And they've broken this tie. They've taken a 7-point lead.
Lions 23, Chiefs 16.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Worthy now to return it. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
On the return. The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Chiefs coming up to the line here. It's first and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. Cuts it to the right sideline. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable second down.
Second down, Mahomes. Into traffic, complete. Defense gets there after a gain of 5, and that's going to give the Chiefs a first down. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. We're in the double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
That's incomplete left side.
You know exactly what he's thinking. Hopefully next time it's a little bit easier. The degree of difficulty on that one high. Throwing to double coverage, odds are against you.
No luck on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Mahomes. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Jack Campbell at the INT. And the Lions get it back as he intercepts him for the 2nd time this game.
Mahomes' pass intercepted. The Lions take over first and 10.
First down from the 42.
42-yard line.
Goff. St. Brown there to bring it in. And his effort after the catch gets him up near that marker. Gain of 9, Brock. It's 2nd down.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
Got 9 of the 10 with that last grab. Need to get the last yard now on 2nd. Looking to throw. Goff. This one to Williams out left side. Hauled down after a small pickup. Maybe got 4 yards there. It is first down Detroit.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Offense is set. 1st and 10. Here's a counter give to Gibbs. And they make the tackle at the 28-yard line. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
This defense may have been headed the wrong way initially on that counter run, but they never lost contain. As that play shifted back, they flowed with it and caught him before he could break it up the sideline.
We've reached the 2-minute warning in Detroit. Lions feeling lucky with a 7-point lead. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. They'll toss it to Gibbs. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. With 1:54 remaining, the defense burns a timeout.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Six yards to go here. It's 3rd down. Back to throw. Oh, he missed that one, and he knew it. Put it behind his guy, and now it's 4th down.
Can I talk to you over the years, the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On 3rd down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
Bates' kick is up and good. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
The best kickers I've been around here over the last few decades, they relish these moments. They know the hard work all their buddies on offense and defense have done. And when they can make it a 2-score game and be clutch when it matters, these are the moments they live for.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Worthy now to return it. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. Oh, flag is down here. This might be a free play. Trying to push deep downfield. He's got it inside the 25. And he's brought down, but there's some laundry on the field. That is so heads up, Brock. He saw someone jump, took the free play deep, and as a result, gets him a much bigger play than that penalty would have. Here's Mahomes. This one's to Rice out on the right side. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He can take it to the house.
1st and goal. Here's Walker. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up 2nd down. Chiefs in the hurry up, trying to get everyone to the line.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal at the Lions' 8-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Kirby Joseph picks it. And the Lions will gain possession up beyond their own 20 after a nice return.
Pass intercepted. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
All right, Lions just about ready. 1st and 10. They give to Pacheco to start this drive. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
Headed in reverse so far. Time to shift into drive. Here's 2nd and 14. Gibbs now from the gun. And he takes it ahead for about 4 yards. It's 3rd down. The Chiefs will use their 3rd and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. A lot of contact, can't keep control of it. Ball jostled out. It's going to be incomplete, and it's going to be 4th down.
We see this all the time. The number 1 thing you see NFL defenses do to try to force that 4th down, gets down coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure, and let the cover guys go shut it down.
And it ends up a good return for him, up past their own 40.
On the return, the Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Back to throw Mahomes. And instead of a receiver, that one finds the ground. Incomplete, it's 2nd down. Continuing to throw it despite the game he's had, Brock. Coaches obviously still have faith in him despite all these interceptions.
Yeah, I think that's right. I think it's faith. And it's also like a sense of belief that, and they know, these coaches know, that this is where you've got to work through it. Not on the practice field, but when it gets really tough right here in game action.
Left side, it's caught by Rice. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. Chiefs in the hurry up, trying to get everyone in line.
1st down, Kansas City.
Here's Mahomes now. Hauled in by Worthy, right side. For the sideline, and out of bounds he goes. Play gains about 12, and that earns Kansas City the first down.
A gain of 12.
Always a fun race up here in the booth between quarterback and receiver to watch. Who sees it first, that opening? If a receiver wins it, that hand's going up in the air, he wants it. Quarterback wins it, passes out before he's even looking for it, and when they both recognize it, you get that. You get a first down.
Looking to throw Mahomes. Incomplete pass, and we're down to 12 seconds remaining. Travis Kelce, the intended target. So it's second down coming up. Oh, Brock, he's had to wait and wait to even be targeted in this game, and he's going to have to keep waiting now to see that first catch.
You know who will not be waiting? The critics after this one. You've got to get your tight end involved. Find a way somehow to get in the ball.
Pride connecting with Xavier Worthy there. So now it's going to be third and long.
I think that was a throw cake that just came a little bit too late. What it did is it gave that defense time to come up and deliver a pop and knock the ball loose before he could secure it fully.
This could be our last, maybe second to last snap here. Now to throw. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And this one falls incomplete, so we're down to 4 seconds, and we just scoop our final snap.
I'm not going to pretend to be a chess player, but I've watched enough to know, and enough maybe to be dangerous, Kate. And I think you get to a chess match, and you know what the next move is going to be. This defense knows shots are coming, and they were prepared.
Lining up for one final snap. Desperation time here on fourth. Right side and in the hands of Allen. He's got it. That's going to be a first and more. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Touchdown, Kansas City.
So 6 points at the buzzer, Brock, but 0 effect on our final outcome.
Yeah, I get that, but I'll tell you what, that'll be one of the first plays they watch in the film room this coming week. Like you said, they lose whether that's scored or not, but Coach will always, always emphasize effort on the field. And reaching that end zone to end an already decided game, that is effort with a capital E.
So no time remaining, Brock, but the touchdown and now potentially this two-point conversion can at least make it look a little closer. Here he goes, one final shot. And he reels it in for two, so now a field goal will get them the lead. So in Motor City, it's a home win for the Lions. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. That'll do it for us, for Brock Heward and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Lions, as we'll see you next time from Detroit.